So I'm not what you would call a diehard fan of the Kingdom Hearts games. I only played tiny bits of the first one and a little bit of Birth by Sleep, and aside from that I have no knowledge of the series. But I saw the massive hype train that was leading to 3's release, and I just said fuck it, I'm in. I felt for the fans of this series. They waited for this game for what, 14 fucking years? And I was right there with them. This game had to be good. In the first 10 hours of the game, I was having the time of my life. I was really enjoying the game. But then I just started to fucking hate it. Now let me start off with the story. I have never tried so hard to understand a story before. I literally watched about 4 or 5 YouTube videos. I even went to the wiki and read for hours. And when I eventually got the game, I had no idea what was going on. All this shit with the Heartless, people living inside of each other, Roxas and all these other people inside of Sora apparently. And if you're gonna make this shit confusing as hell, at least make it fun. But no, this game is just cutscene after cutscene, and they're all about 20 minutes long of characters talking complete nonsense.
Or they're the ones for whom the war started.
I'm not following you.
You can drop the facade.
Facade?
On that land shall darkness prevail and light expire.
And then on top of all of that, you have the horrible dialogue. And you know, at first I took this as a joke. I thought it was cringy but funny at the same time. But it just got so old to hear Sora talk about the light and the dark inside of him, and the war and the battle between the light and the dark, and how friendship will always prevail. It's the same bullshit over and over again.
Distance doesn't matter. Andy's part of their hearts, just like my friends are part of mine.
Light of friendship is a form of power. The darkness of being alone is a power even greater.
And instead of doing something creative with all the Disney worlds, you basically just play through the movie, but somehow a worse version of it. Like, I would rather watch the entire movie of Frozen than play through that section again in the game, because it's just a cramped up version of the story that's in the movies. Oh, and one last thing, fuck this guy. He made the game even more confusing than it already was. Alright, next I want to talk about the gameplay. It fucking sucks. Okay, I know that might be harsh, but it's just a fucking button masher. Like, the game is so easy. You can just press one button and walk your way through the entire game. And even with all the additional moves you get, they don't really give you any reason to use them. And let me talk about the part of the gameplay I hate the most. Fuck the gummy ship. I think this might be the worst thing I've ever experienced. It just feels like an outdated arcade game. It controls like shit, it looks like shit, and it honestly just feels like filler. Every time I was hopping between worlds, I dreaded the gummy ship sections. The battles are uninspired, the quote-unquote secrets you can find are so forgettable. It just sucks. I will never like this part of the game. Okay, I'm sorry for shitting on this game so much, so I'll say something nice. The music was fucking amazing.
Oh, you're only everything I ever dreamed.
Probably like top 20 soundtracks. And aside from that, the best part of playing this game was it being over. And I got rid of this game instantly. I can go the rest of my life without touching this game, and I would be happier.